there was, I would say, previous issues. But at the end of the day, even those previous issues, she was the one who started the issues.
Okay, I think for us to get clarity on where we're going, I think let's start off with Olinda.
Okay.
What the situation was, where the fallout was between you and Olinda. I believe you said something about plus size women.
Exactly.
Back in the day, right? That's where it started, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that. What you said and how she got involved in what you said.
Yes, thing. For me, I would simply say, plus-sized women.
Right.
The word is even difficult to say. Let's just say it.
What did you say? Say exactly what you said.
Fat women.
Right.
That's what they are.
Right.
That's what they are.
Okay.
Do you really?
Fat women.
Run. Let him speak.
Fat women.
Yes.
I was simply saying, a fat woman is the, equivalent of what a broke dude is.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Denford,
Right.
I cannot keep quiet.
Yeah. No. Run. We have to be professional.
Okay, but I should be able to respond.
Yeah, but let him finish, then you respond, right?
Yeah.
Let's just have order, because I know you have strong feelings about what he says, and he probably has his own feelings, but let's just have some order. Let him speak, and then you can say. Let's not interrupt him. Then we look like we're fighting, but we're discussing.
Yes, thing. I was saying yes. Thing. Why are women allowed to have what they call preferences when it comes to the men they would want to date? You hear a woman, she'll say, I want a muscular guy. I want a tall guy. Maybe I want him dark-skinned. Maybe I want a yellow bone.
Right.
I want a good-looking guy. That. Everyone is, okay with that. She's allowed to have those preferences.
Right.
And then when a guy says something like this, I just want my woman to be fit and slim.
Right.
Suddenly, he's what? He's a sexist. He's a misogynist. He hates fat women. And I was saying, yes, thing. If we're being honest with each other, right? The same way you women look at us, people have labeled me a broke nigger.
Right.
And I don't blame them for that. That's what they see. Yes, thing. So what they see when they are looking at a broke nigger,
Right.
that is the same thing we see when we're looking at what? At a plus-sized woman.
That's the most
Okay.
craziest
Alright.
thing
Same
I've
thing.
ever heard about.
No. Run. You know what I picked up from what he's saying?
No, I actually
what
don't.
he's actually
I
saying
actually don't know what you picked up.
makes sense, because people have preferences. There are some people who like plus size women. There's some people who like slim women. There's some people who like. These are facts.
Actually, no.
What he
said,
just said is facts. I don't know. There's a disconnect
what
somewhere.
What he said was. If
Are
we
you
go-
saying? Are you talking
So,
in terms of his post?
Okay. Can I speak?
Now you can
please.
speak, yeah.
What he said was a plus size woman is the equivalent of a broke man. That's what he said. Everything that you're. Please allow me to finish.
Yeah.
Everything in between that is I don't even know what it is. He said his first statement was a plus size woman is the equivalent of a broke man in people's eyes. Not everybody has an issue with men without so much money. Not everybody. So you know what? You are now trying to tailor make it to be here or a here, which is not that.
Okay.
Right? And I think the issue is I have no problem with the person having a type.
Okay.
No problem with the person having a type.
Yes, then.
We are all, please allow me to finish.
Okay.
Everybody has their own individual preferences,
Right.
which is okay. Someone tall, someone short, someone older men, someone younger men. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Right.
But if we are now, the way you said it is making it seem like plus size women is just bullshit.
Can you just explain what you meant exactly?
Now, can I go on?
Yeah.
Yes, thing. When you're talking about plus-sized women, this word is actually, difficult
Okay,
to
fat
say.
is
I'm going to say fat.
No. You cannot say fat because I'm on the same, and I am a plus size woman because I'm not small. I'm not. You can, and I will. If you say fat,
Okay.
I'm off the show.
Okay. Not to offend you.
Say plus size
Not to-
because
okay.
that is what is politically correct.
Why should we be politically correct?
Because
when,
this is a show where we are cognizant of the people around us. So you
Cognizant.
have to say
of
plus
what?
size.
Of people's feelings over facts.
If you,
Yes, then.
I'm
I
telling
would
you the
say-
truth in front of
okay,
God.
but yes,
I
then.
will not.
But yes, thing. I
No,
would say
it has nothing to do
I'm a
with
very
it.
tall guy, right? I'm a very tall guy, right? Maybe suddenly, maybe 2 years later, 3 years later, we tall guys or tall people, we finally, develop, how would I say it? A phobia towards being called tall. You are now supposed to use a certain word to describe me.
Fat is not
going
politically correct, period.
Now you're going to be saying, I would want you to describe me.
We can go back
as,
and forth forever.
I would say vertically or horizontally what, emancipated or, added, something, just to not use the word tall. But is the word tall an insult, or it's actually a description of how someone is?
Okay, the word fat, plus size is the same thing. Plus size, the politically correct way, in case you haven't read anywhere.
Yes,
that is the politically correct way.
That is the problem now we have about being politically correct.
Okay, well, because this is a show where we're supposed to be respectful of one another, right? Because this is supposed to be a show where we are politically correct.
That's the reason. I want to explain why you see, like many people have an issue with me, right? The thing is this, I'm not a politically correct guy or a politically correct person. I'm just a guy who's going to say the facts.
Fact is plus size.
Yes, whether you like it or not.
Because
when it comes to
we
facts,
cannot waste our time on the interview.
It's actually, you see, if you use the word waste,
it is because we're running out of time over a simple terminology.
It's the fact that you think, because you're now saying, it's the fact that you think, what you should say is that, no, I'm sorry, I can't agree with that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
You don't have to agree. That's
right
the good thing about it. Don't agree.
In the
but
PC era.
Let's move.
In the politically correct era, right? The word Negro is actually now termed offensive. But there's nothing offensive about calling a black person Negro. They are now saying call them people of color. The dehumanizing word is what? Nigger. But Negro, that's a description of who we are. We are Negroes. We are Negroes. There's nothing offensive about being called a Negro.
What?
Yes.
I'm looking at you and I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
You want me to refer to myself as a person of color.
I'm gonna let it go.
What does that even mean?
I'm gonna just let it go because it's pointless.
Because when it comes to white people,
understood.
They're what? Caucasians, right? Yes. And when you're insulting them, maybe you'd say something like, redneck. Yes. Redneck is the equivalent of what? Nigger, right?
Which is unacceptable.
Exactly. But there's nothing wrong with saying what? Black person, Negro. There's nothing wrong with saying white person, Caucasian.
So there's nothing wrong with saying fat?
There's nothing wrong with saying fat, obese. There's nothing wrong with that.
Obese is a medical term.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Fat.
There's nothing.
I'm gonna let it go because you know what? We could, like he said, we could be here forever. But I will tell you that what bigger women are called is plus size.
Why don't we also call, big?
Now I'm gonna let it go because clearly I'm not gonna get through. So it's cool.
No,
Denford, you can get to the next question.
Can we also call big men plus sized?
Yeah. I think it's an important topic because a lot of people who hate you, they hate you because of your views on plus size women
and terminology.
Yeah. Remember, I also used the word fat the other time.
And I corrected me.
You. Yeah. But then you see, when you're talking to a guy like this guy, who is not trying to be legally correct, I'm trying to be politically and legally correct because of this show. But then you have people with different opinions. And people who see life differently.
Right. But I'm allowed to also express, and that's fine. Yeah. But I'm also allowed in that same right to express how I feel.
Yeah.
Because I'm not mute. I'm not dumb. I'm alive. I'm here. I'm living.
So we want to be politically correct and legally correct.
And I'm trying to educate him on what is politically correct.
Yes,
but okay, for that, because we can go on on about
but
this.
I'm not going to talk about that. But you're saying how you feel. Now facts should be separated from what? Feelings.
Boy.
Emotions should be separated from what? Is your mother watching
this show?
Logic.
Is your mother watching this show?
I'll tell you this. My mother is what you would call plus sized. But do you know when we talk, do you know how
You call your mother fat?
Yeah, and she accepts it. She knows that's the truth. She's fat.
That's the craziest thing.
No.
Anyway, it's cool. Denford, you can go to the next question.
Yeah. No, I was just talking about the beefs and then...
I was talking about that, what we were,
called her
going back and forth.
A pig is what he called her.
No, when I called her a pig, she she had insulted me, you know, calling me, you know, names for.
So pig was an insult. You were insulting her back.
You called her
is that,
fat
is that what it was?
You know, it was a reply. It was a reply.
But
I
you
was
would have said
replying
it before
back.
anyway because you like the word fat.
No,
But anyway,
but I
continue.
would never have said pig. I would have said fat person, fat woman.
Boy.
I would have never said
All
fat
right.
pig.
Okay.
Exactly. So yes, she took it personally, right? And then ever since then, you know, we've had a beef between the two of us. She has said some nasty things about me.
Like?
Okay, yes, you know, a broke, young, you know, visionless guy, you know, I cannot even, you know, talk about it. Yes, that's why I replied. Yes, and called her what? A pig. But now she's the one who has taken it, you know, to another level.
Standard.
She's still what? How would I say it? Holding a grudge over an exchange of words, right? So, yes, what happens with this woman, you know, once in a while, maybe she's bored, maybe, you know, she just wants attention. She goes on my Facebook profile. Yes, because some of those pics, I don't even remember, you know, like when I posted them. She'll go and pick pictures, you know, from 2011, from 2012, from 2013, right? And then, you know, she will find a way, you know, to mock me or troll me using those pictures. But now, here's the thing. When I retaliate and use her pictures, suddenly now I'm the bad guy. That's the thing. So what happened after she had taken that picture of me and inserted, you know, those Nigerian guys, right? I simply replied. I don't even know what I replied. You know, I remember now. You know, I said, you know, like to my thoughts, I would think this woman is a crush on me, but at the end of the day, you know, she's not my type. Yes. And that is when
attacking again her weight.
And that is when Stana entered, you know, the picture.
Right.
He came, you know, trying to be the knight in shining armor, you know, trying to defend his ex. You know, like, kid, you can't talk about the women that I've dated. You know, I've dated women who you can never date, women who are far, you know, like beyond your level.
Was he lying?
Exactly. Yes, he was lying because when I look
you could
at
date Shaddai.
Yes,
I'm sorry, you could date Alinda.
I could if I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, but then at the end of the day, not my type.
Okay.
Why would I
that's
want,
fine.
you know?
A fat woman.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Why would I want a fat woman? No. I'm being honest.
No, and you know what?